How's it going, everyone? My name is Pengu, and welcome back to Spin to Podium, a weekly series where a wheel will decide my car and class. Using that car, then I'll head online into Forza Horizon 6, where I'll have 3 races to reach a podium. Last episode, we got the Corvette ZR1 from 1970, and it pushed us to our absolute limit, but we were able to pull it out in race number 3 with a little bit of luck, but we were able to move to 2-1 on the series. Hopefully we can carry that forward into this episode. Over here on our wheel, I'm just hoping for anything with a bit of speed. S1, S2, maybe even R-Class. We've got a lot of slower cars, and we are going to get a jackpot. How the jackpot's going to work? I don't have to randomize my car. I just get to go into Forza Horizon 6 and pick whatever car I want. So I'll catch you guys over in the garage. Over here in the garage, the question becomes, what are we going to take? We can take any class, any car. And I'm just trying to think, we could go with something OP like this Alfa Romeo. This thing's absolutely busted in S2. We could go with the Centenario, which is a pretty good S1 class car. The Honda Beat's obviously fantastic in A class, B class, I think even C class. Kind of liking the idea of the CCGT. It's one of my favorite cars, just period. I love it in this game. And I think that is what we're going to end up going with. Editor Pengu jumping in here to let you know that if you're seeing these owned parts, it's going to be because I built the entire car but forgot to press record. So you're going to see certain things are already owned and whatnot. That's going to be why. Jumping into our upgrades here, we're going to go start with our drivetrain because that's going to be our most important thing. We're going to have to leave the engine bone stock, and then we're not going to be able to supercharge the car here. Move into our tires. We're going to be on slicks to start, so we'll leave that. We'll leave our tire width in the front, but we are going to upgrade our tire width in the back because 400 millimeter tires almost in the back. It's going to be pretty nice. We'll leave the front track width there, but we are going to add it in the rear. Then we're going to come back and actually add that front track width here. Over to our drivetrain, classic gearbox, driveline, and a diff. Just kind of necessities to get your gearing and everything how you want. We'll leave the spring stock here. You do get spring tuning by default with this car. We're going to not be able to do weight reduction. It'll be too much PI. Go in, do some engine upgrades. With those engine upgrades, we're going to need to downgrade, so we're going to take off the front track width. And then we're also going to add on some heavier rims here. I believe there's a couple different rims you can use, but these are just plus 54-pound rims, so they're going to be what I go for here. Also going to toss on the just wider rear tire, like rear wheel, and then we'll remove that front track right there to bring us back down into S2 class here. Bring us to a total of 645 horsepower, 2,600 pounds, and S2. Now I'm just going to do a quick little tune here. I'll fast forward through this, but I'll, make sure you can at least see what I kind of did here, and then I'll catch you guys in race number 1. Loading in here into race number 1, we're going to have an almost full lobby. There's going to be a bunch of the Cayman WATEX. There's going to be a Furai. There's going to be a 787B. And there's going to be an Alfa Romeo. But hopefully, despite it all, we can hold our own here. Going to get a better launch than 787B. Valkyrie seemed to be struggling off the line as well. There goes the Pista. My God, what a power build he's probably running. Seems like we're going to have a couple people run wide there. And we're going to be up onto the podium in second place here. After a lot of people made some mistakes through that early portion of the circuit. We just got to chase down first place here, who's in a Furai. I don't need the win. I just need to get as close to him as possible and maybe try and get a slipstream going to continue to pull away from the guys behind. But as of right now, we're going to be in a good spot. Lift a little there. Probably didn't need to. Fly through that corner. Take that one flat. That Furai is so quick. He's going to run deep, and he's going to get a slowdown. We can take advantage of this. Put ourselves into first with only a little bit of the circuit to go. A little bit of a rough corner exit there. And he's coming. But I think I'm going to be able to hold him off to the line here. And in race 1, we're going to take a dub. Just knock that out. There you have it. Our Koenigsegg CCGT on the top of the podium in our very first race. Race 2 here, we might struggle a little bit. It is going to be another sprint, although we did win the last race that was a sprint race. But I just foresee we're going to have a little bit more trouble here. Our starting up front might be able to hold off. We'll see. We're going to beat the Cayman off the line. We're going to start out here in first, which is a pretty good sign for this Koenigsegg, although we're going to run a little deep there into the snow. Come back onto the track, just get into the corner, and here comes an Alfa Romeo, who is just going to be long gone in the corner. Although, if he's going to be a little bit of an annoying bitch like that, I'm not going to be too thrilled about it. Just because you're in an OP car doesn't mean you get the racing line when you want it. At least our Lamborghini friend apologizes for that move. He seems to have some internet issues there. Hoping that he can actually chase down that Alfa Romeo. We have another one shooting up our outside there. As he tries to push me. We're all going to hit the wall there, all get slowdowns. Cayman's going to come right back into this. We are going to drop off the podium. We have another Cayman right behind me here. As he starts blasting a siren. Not too worried though here, because race 1 was already enough for us. This circuit, this sprint definitely does tend to get me a little bit, especially that little turn through the tunnel there that we hit the wall on. It just seems like you can take it flat, and then you can't every single time, and I just forget that I can't do it. I'm going to try and chase down the top 5. We're going to try and chase down the top 4 here, but with only a little bit left of the race, we're definitely not going to have enough in the tank. We're going to hold off the Cayman to come across the line 5th here. Just not a track designed for this car. Highway sprint is going to be a trickier one for us here. We're also going to be starting at the back of the pack. Don't foresee it going too well, but yet again, it's not nearly as important, as we have already moved to 3-1 on the series. I'm going to get a good jump. Seem to be kind of in the pack here. The Jamera is going to go sailing wide. I mean, these Lambos are going to be trying to get by the Koenigsegg coming into the braking zone here. I'm going to get through. One of the Lambos gets through. And now it is a race to try and get that Alfa Romeo up there. He's likely going to be long gone. Lambo tries to come up the inside there, but I kind of cover it off, giving him the inside. I know he's faster than me. I'm just going to let him try and go by. I'd rather not have him trying to crash me out. Gonna go for the shortcut lap 1 here. Hard on the brakes early. And even though we kind of took that corner better than the Lambo here, we are going to fall behind him. But we have set ourselves up in a pretty good spot here. Just need to drive clean and we can keep it on the podium. No problem. We have a 2-second gap to 4th place. I'm going to run a little deep. Got a little distracted trying to look back, see where the guys behind were. That will hurt us a little bit. Although they seem to have also had some issues back there. And I think we're going to have to go for the shortcut again here. Guys behind will almost certainly go for it. And I think just to try and keep this on the podium, we just go for the shortcut. It's not like it's all that difficult. A little bit of a wall tap there, but not enough to slow us down. We are going to pull out a 3-second lead on the guy in 4th here. But we're also going to fall to almost 4 seconds back from the 2 front runners here. I really figured this CCGT would struggle a little bit more on these, sprint race tracks. I mean, the car's just not a power build vehicle. Crazy downforce. I mean, in Forza Horizon 5, it was one of the most dominant S2 cars for its downforce. But here in Forza Horizon 6, it's still more than capable in these higher power races. Some of it has been a little bit of driving skill. I will pat myself on the back. I mean, race 1 was pure driving skill. If the Furi's clean, if the Alfa Romeos in that race were clean, we never even have a chance. But we end up getting a win because everyone else seemed to make mistakes. And we kept it clean through that whole one. And for the most part, we've kept it clean on this track too. And that's what lended us to a podium. For all we know, if I had kept it clean in that middle race, could have gone 3 straight podiums. Probably not. There was a lot of really quick vehicles in that one, but you never know. We're going to come across the line here in just a second with a nice 3rd place. And that'll do it for the Koenigsegg CCGT. We'll find ourselves on the podium once again. With that win in the first race, it'll bring us to 3-1 on the series. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a great rest of your day.